Okay. Hello and welcome to another video. So as usual, my name is Jeffrey and you're welcome to another episode of the Inquisitive Universe. Now, I think last year I did a video about, talking about like smartphones and the elderly people in your family, have been that they grew up in a different era, like they are not possibly very used to smartphones and the new tricks that people use these days to defraud people of their money. And this is I want to make it into a series called smartphone security, and I think this should be the second video, the second installment, like in what I hope to create a new playlist. Now let's get started. Now well, a family friend, very close family friend, raised to my apartment one very good evening, one really, really good evening like that. And the person was like, somebody is sending me money, I'm so excited, but I just need you to look over this for me. So I was like, I was a bit excited. I was like, what's up? Let's see what's there. And then the person happily handed over their phone and then opened their WhatsApp. And well, let me get started with the story. I love stories. I love telling stories, really. Now, she was on her phone when she got a message from someone claiming to be living in Mexico, and she was like, "Hi, how did you find me?" And the person was like, "From a Facebook group that you're in." And she was a bit skeptical, like, from a Facebook group that I am in, it doesn't really make sense. I'm not that loose with my phone number. And she was like, trust me, a friend from one of your Facebook groups, I won't tell you, gave me like your phone number, but I know you're a very nice person and I think we should talk. And she was like, okay, let's talk. So what she did first was that whilst she was being cordial and casual, she did a background check on the WhatsApp number, and it came out like the number checked out to be from Mexico, the dialing code, and then the place where he said that he lived in, it all checked out, kind of like it mostly just checked out. And she was like, you know what, fine, this is good, this is quite all right, I like this. And then she continued talking with the person. They were very cordial. They chatted at least once in a while. The person was always trying to communicate, and then she was like slowly like opening up, becoming friends with the person. And then she was unable to go online. This is the story. She was unable to go online for a bit because she had an issue with her smartphone. And then she was like, when she finally came online after about 2 days or 3 days, the person had left messages, a whole ton of messages. And then she was finally able to reply them. And then the person was like, what happened? Where have you been? And she was like, I had an issue with my phone. It was in the repair shop. I only just picked it up today. And the person was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, what phone do you use now? And she was like, I still use the same phone. It's still the very same phone. And then the next thing the person did was like, you know what? You shouldn't be stressed out about your phone. I can get you a new one. And she was like, wow. The person said, yes, I'm going to get you. Which smartphone do you want? And she was like, I don't know. You're the one giving me a gift. I have no right to choose. This was like, you know what? Since you don't want to pick, fine. I'm going to get you an iPhone. I'm going to get you an iPhone X or an iPhone 11 or an iPhone 12. I'm going to do that for you, and I'm going to mail it to your country. And she was like, wow, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Then he came back the same evening, and then he said that, would you like me to add money? I want to add some money in it. And then he took out pictures and videos of himself counting money, putting it inside an envelope, and then putting it inside a package with an iPhone inside. And then he said he was going off to the airport to deliver it. That was the point at which he came to me. So this is where my story begins from now. So he asked for an address and then the zip code and all that, and I was like, you really want to provide the zip code to this person? She was like, yes. She was positive, and I'm like, okay, fine. I gave the general address, that's with the closest junction, not the exact street address for security purposes, the closest street junction, the zip code and all that. We did the Google search together. I gave it to her, and then she forwarded it to the person, and the person said that it's okay, you're going to receive your package soon. And I'm like, what is he using? Is it DHL? Is it FedEx? Is it AliExpress? What is he using? And then that was when she was not like, oh, I didn't ask him that. And the person said he was using Emirates. And I'm like, Emirates are not a delivery service. Emirates do not ship stuff to people's doors. That's what you have FedEx. That's what you have DHL for. But the person was insistent on using Emirates. And I'm like, this is a scam. And she was like, no, it's not. The person is my friend. And I'm like, okay. The next morning, she got a call from someone who said that there is a package here in Enugu with your name on it. I think it's Enugu State. That's what the person said, with your name on it. and you need to call this number so we could set up your shipping, and then you're going to have to pay the sum of 5,000 naira. And I was like, she called me first, and I was like, I told you this was a scam. And she was like, no, maybe I should pay first. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? You pay 5,000 naira now, then something else is going to come up, 10,000, 15,000, and it gets to the point where you've paid so much that you can't actually pull out anymore. So I was like, you know what, this scam seems familiar. Let's do a Google search. And she was like, okay, you and this your Google search. And I'm like, everything is online if you check. So we checked it, and then straight hit Nairaland. Somebody had done this 2 years prior. And that was when it started to dawn on her that this could be a scam. But for the other person said he was in Lagos, and then they shipped it. They said this caller said that his so-called package was in Abuja. Someone else who was in Abuja said his so-called package was in Port Harcourt. So they kept spinning it around like that. So this is a bit of an old scam, but I am sure that some people are still trying to use it right now as we speak. So whilst we're there, the person kept calling and said, we're going to throw your package away. And then I took the phone from her, and then I answered in my most rugged, worry voice, like, Omo, guy, see where you, maybe today you do streets, they hear me so. And he hung up on the other end, and he never called her back. The guy, the so-called Mexican guy, blocked her too, never called back. It was a disposable number because we tried reporting it, and then they said the number didn't exist. The number was just gone, like that, just like that. All I have are screenshots. So this is why there's an old saying that says, if it's too good to be true, then it definitely is. It definitely is too good to be true. Because one of the, like, if somebody is telling you that they want to send you something, they want to send you a package, they want to send you money, and they're putting it inside an envelope, we have Western Union, for God's sake. But this is not 1990. We have Western Union for sending money that in less than 24 hours your money is here, and somebody wants to put it in an envelope to send to you. Why most people fall victims of these scams is due to pure greed, nothing more. Pure greed and an inability to have simple, rational thought, especially when emotions cloud logic. So please look after yourselves. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, look after the young people around you, look after the people who are dependent on you, look after the elderly people in your family. Protect them from these scams. These scams are rampant. People are out there looking to make a quick buck at the expense of other people. It is very important that you take care of yourselves. Protect yourselves from these scams. Rat them out as quickly as possible. Flag their numbers. Report them if need be. Right? And then warn other people as well, like I'm doing right now. My name is Jeffrey once more. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, and please do like, subscribe, share. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.